Hello, this record contains music and dialogue from Star Wars Episode 6, Return of the Jedi.
Galaxy far, far away. Rebel commanders were Galactic Empire. For the first time, all warships in the Rebel fleet were being brought together to form a single great armada. Little did they know, however, that the rebellion was doomed, for the Emperor had ordered the construction of a new armored space station, more powerful than the first Death Star. Amid the frantic construction operations, an Imperial shuttle arrived at the massive docking bay aboard the half-completed battle station. Death Star Commander Moff Jerjerrod and his troops snapped to attention as a black masked figure strode menacingly down the shuttle ramp.
Lord Vader, this is an unexpected pleasure. We're honored by your presence.
You may dispense with the pleasantries, Commander. I'm here to put you back on schedule.
I assure you, Lord Vader, my men are working as fast as they can.
Perhaps I can find new ways to motivate them.
I tell you, this station will be operational as planned.
The Emperor does not share your optimistic appraisal of the situation.
But he asks the impossible. I need more men.
Then perhaps you can tell him when he arrives.
The Emperor's coming here?
That is correct, Commander. And he is most displeased with your apparent lack of progress.
We shall double our efforts.
I hope so, Commander, for your sake. The Emperor is not as forgiving as I am.
Meanwhile, Commander Luke Skywalker, Princess Leia, and Lando Calrissian had made their way to the desert planet of Tatooine in an attempt to rescue their friend Han Solo from the clutches of the vile gangster Jabba the Hutt. Luke's rescue plans were already underway, and his squat companion R2-D2 approached Jabba's ominous palace along a sand-swept road.
Of course I'm worried, and you should be too. Lando Calrissian and poor Chewbacca never returned from that. If I told you half the things I've heard about this Jabba the Hutt, you'd probably short-circuit.
When the two droids reached the palace, a huge iron door clanked open. They entered the gloomy interior, where they were confronted by pig-like Gamorrean guards and by Jabba's satanic-looking assistant, Bib Fortuna.
No chance! R2, I have a bad feeling about this.
Before long, they found themselves in Jabba's throne room, a dank chamber filled with a bizarre collection of alien beasts, bounty hunters, and revelers. But among these dregs of the galactic underworld, the most grotesque was their leader, Jabba the Hutt, a repulsive blob of bloated flesh who reclined on his immense throne like a gigantic slug. The revolting gangster greeted the droids in Huttese.
Message, R2, the message.
R2 beamed a holographic image of a black-robed figure before Jabba.
Greetings, Exalted One. I am Luke Skywalker, Jedi Knight and friend to Captain Solo. I seek an audience with your greatness to bargain for Solo's life. With your wisdom, I'm sure that we can work out an arrangement that enable us to avoid any unpleasant confrontation. As a token of my goodwill, I present to you a gift. These two droids.
What did he say?
Both are hardworking and will serve you well.
This can't be. R2, you're playing the wrong message. We're doomed.
Jabba was not about to give up his featured proudly to a metallic slab at the far end of the room.
R2, look! Captain Solo, and he's still frozen in carbonite.
Thus it was that R2-D2 became a service droid on Jabba's sail barge, while C-3PO was employed as Jabba's droid was soon put to work when a helmeted bounty hunter named Boushh entered the throne room, leading a shaggy 8-foot Wookiee in chains.
No, Chewbacca.
Droid.
Yes, I am here, your worshipfulness. Yes?
Chewbacca rato kamawal pa.
Skachung Kawawoki.
The illustrious Jabba bids you welcome and will gladly pay you the reward of 25,000.
You know.
50,000, no less.
Onyun Hosa 50 Hatu.
The mighty Jabba asks why he must pay 50,000.
Yoto.
Because he's holding a thermal detonator.
Unitan 35 Datin Timanal.
Jabba offers a sum of 35, and I do suggest you take it.
Zebus. Duchok.
He agrees!
The bargain concluded. Boosh joined the revelry as Chewbacca was dragged to a dungeon cell below. Later that evening, Boosh maneuvered his way stealthily through the room full of snoring drunken creatures toward the alcove holding Jabba's carbonite prize. The bounty hunter activated a series of switches. The carbonite block began to melt, revealing the dazed figure of Han Solo.
Just relax for a moment. You're free of the carbonite. You have hibernation sickness.
I can't see.
Your eyesight will return in time.
Where am I?
Jabba's palace.
Who are you?
Someone do.
Where?
I gotta get you out of here.
What's that? I know that laugh.
Chikabuk, you need Solo.
Hey, Jabba. I was just on my way to pay you back, and I got a little sidetracked. It's not my fault.
We now come Vapodu.
Look, Jabba, I'll pay you triple. You're throwing away a fortune here. Don't be a fool.
We have powerful friends. You're gonna regret this.
But Jabba did not seem concerned. Instead, he amused himself by making Leia his personal slave girl, chaining her to the foot of his throne. Han was dragged to a dank cell, where the blind pilot discovered that he was not alone.
Chewie? Chewie, is that you? Chewie! Wait, I can't see, pal. What's going on? Luke's crazy. He can't even take care of himself, much less rescue anybody. A Jedi Knight. I'm out of it for a little while. Everybody gets delusions of grandeur.
At that moment, a lone, unarmed figure clothed in a dark hooded robe entered Jabba's throne room.
Governor Pace Luke Skywalker, Jedi Knight.
At last, Master Luke's come to rescue me.
I must be allowed to speak. You will bring Captain Solo and the Wookiee to me. I'm taking Captain Solo and his friends. You can either profit by this or be destroyed. It's your choice, but I warn you not to underestimate my powers.
Master Luke, you're standing on...
The grating beneath Luke's feet dropped away, and he tumbled into a deep cavern. Jabba's minions watched with glee as a large metal door was raised near Luke. Through it lumbered a huge, slavering monster.
The Rancor!
Time and time again, Luke skillfully eluded the ponderous beast. But the creature finally trapped the young Jedi in a small alcove of the dark cavern. Luke looked around and picked up the skull of an earlier victim and took careful aim at a distant control panel. The large metal retaining door dropped heavily and crushed the beast to death. Jabba was furious. Luke had taken before him.
Han! Luke! Are you all right? Fine. Together again, huh?
Wouldn't miss it.
How are we doing?
Same as always.
That bad, huh? Where's Leia?
I'm here.
Tak, droid, kunikang.
Oh dear. His High Exaltedness, the great Jabba the Hutt, has decreed that you are to be terminated immediately.
Good, I hate long waits.
You will therefore be taken to the Dune Sea and cast into the pit of Carcoon, the nesting place of the all-powerful Sarlacc.
Doesn't sound so bad.
In his belly you will find a new definition of pain and suffering as you are slowly digested over a 1,000 years.
Second thought, let's pass on that, huh?
You should have bargained, Jabba. It's the last mistake you'll ever make.
Anxious to witness the execution, Jabba loaded his cronies into his floating sail barge and headed out to the pit of Carcoon. From the deck of the spacious barge, Leia, R2, and 3PO watched an air skiff carrying their friends arrive and hover over the mouth of the Sarlacc.
Just stick close to Chewie and Lando. I've taken care of everything.
Oh, great.
Victims of the almighty Sarlacc, His Excellency hopes that you will die honorably.
Jabba, this is your last chance. Free us or die.
Luke was shoved to the end of a gangplank. The young Jedi glanced over to R2 aboard the sail barge and saluted. The tiny droid fired a lightsaber into Luke's waiting hand. Luke slashed at the skiff guards. Lando threw off his guard disguise and helped free Han and Chewbacca. The astonished onlookers jumped into action. They fired the large sail barge guns at Luke's skiff, toppling it sideways. Lando was thrown overboard and began sliding down the sand toward the Sarlacc's mouth. The desert monster wrapped a horrible tentacle around Lando's leg. As Chewie clutched his feet, Han dangled from the skiff in an attempt to reach his friend.
Chewie, give me the gun. Don't move, Lando. No, wait, I thought you were blind. It's all right, I can see a lot better. Don't move. Chewie, pull up. Come on. All right, up, Chewie.
Meanwhile, Luke had leaped onto the sail barge, striking down Jabba's soldiers. During the diversion, Princess Leia threw her slave chain around Jabba's neck and strangled the foul creature. Then she raced to Luke's side.
Come on, we gotta get out of here quick.
Quickly, R2!
Get the gun! Point at the deck!
Leia aimed a barge cannon downward as Luke kicked the trigger. The gun's energy bolt blasted a gaping hole through the barge as Luke and Leia swung by rope onto the waiting skiff.
Let's go, and don't forget the droids.
We're on our way.
Lando steered the skiff swiftly over the sand dunes as Jabba's pleasure barge exploded in flames. Soon, Luke was aboard his X-Wing as the others departed Tatooine in the Millennium Falcon.
I'll meet you back at the fleet.
Hurry. The Alliance should be assembled by now.
I will.
Hey, Luke, thanks. Thanks for coming after me. Now I owe you one.
That's right, R2. We're going to the Dagobah system. I have a promise to keep. To an old friend.
That face you make. Look, I so old to young eyes.